Hello. So, people ask me why I wanted an electric vehicle. I didn't at first. I drove a Tesla for a while in California, loved it, was really enjoying the drive. Came home, was like, well, maybe I should consider a Tesla, but it didn't really go to the height of my desire at the time. So, fast forward about a year, and Ford came out with the Mustang. My first car was a 1968 Ford Mustang. Ford came out with electric vehicle. 2 and 2, they equal 4. So I put in my order for my Mustang. This is not the Mustang I ordered. The Mustang I ordered still hasn't been built. This car was ordered by somebody else, and they canceled, or they didn't cancel their order. They got somebody else's order ahead of them, and so I lucked into this car. So this car might be for sale at some point because I'll be probably purchasing the one I actually ordered. All that to say, though, love my car. Some of the number one, it is gorgeous. I think that Ford knocked it out of the park with the styling. It's by far, in my opinion, the prettiest electric vehicle out there. My opinion. Don't fight me, Tesla owners. It has features that I really wasn't expecting, in that it looks like an enlarged sports car, but it's really got an SUV feel to it. It sits up higher. It drives like a sports car, but I can fit anything into it. So when I open the back with my foot, didn't know that was there. It's pretty cool. You can see it's got a ton of room, and I've put one of the seats down so you can see how far back this goes. I've actually I've put a whole cabinet into here to bring home. It's huge. And underneath here is the extras for the car that include in that case is a portable charger that you can plug into any outlet in any home. It won't charge very fast, but at least you have it if you're in desperate need. And then it doesn't have a spare tire. It has that tire filler that is it has the tire fill chemical in it that closes up any holes in a tire, and you can drive to the safest spot. So instead of a spare, it has that in there. Again, not something I knew was there, but it's kind of cool. I end up with more space because I don't have a spare. And then if you go around to the side to open the doors, it's different. Electric cars have really cool features. You push this button, it pops the car open. You've got a little space to pull it here, and then you can see into the back seat. And isn't my car beautiful? It's so pretty inside. And then if you look in front, again, push the button, pull on the little handle. You can see the control center. The center of the car, right underneath the iPad screen, for lack of a better way to say it, is a place that you can set your phone, and it has wireless charging. It also has Apple CarPlay and Android. I don't know what they call it because I have an Apple phone, but either phone can connect with the screen. So like in coming here, I put the address in here, and on my phone, connected it to, I brought it into my car, it connected, it brought me here. So super easy. In an electric car, you don't have the necessity for the engine space. So instead, you get a frunk. I currently have a chair in here because my grandson's playing baseball, but it also has cup holders up here. This frunk actually has a drain hole as well. So they designed that so you could put ice in here and have your drinks like for a tailgate party. So water will drain out uh, completely if you decide to use it for that. Um, I traveled all the way to San Francisco in my car about 4 weeks ago, and we got home and we had shoved stuff in different places. And we got home and I turned to my husband and I said, "We had a frunk. We didn't use it our whole trip." So it's hard to get used to. That this is here. You forget that it's here. It's a new mindset. The whole electric car experience is a new mindset. You have to change the way you think. Traveling to San Francisco, I had to change the way I thought about stops. You have to plan ahead a little bit more. That said, especially in the I-5 corridor, there's no lack of charging stations. They're everywhere. So we didn't have any problems as far as that went.
What about the driver's side?
Yeah, let's look at the driver's side. So when you get in the car, you're going to the push button to turn it on is right here. All you have to do is have the key in the car. In addition, I have on my phone what's called phone as a key. So I don't actually have to have my keys with me when I drive. I can just have my phone and it sends the signal to the car that it's me. And I can drive just with my phone. It still scares me. I'm not used to it. Again, it's a whole mindset change.
So what are we seeing on that computer
Yeah.
screen there? It's a big, large computer
It
screen.
is a big computer screen. At the top of the computer screen, that is CarPlay. So you're seeing what's on my phone. So these are the apps that are on my phone that are also available in CarPlay. I missed 3 phone calls, so my phone calls are there. This changes based upon the most recent things that I've used. If I have a text message, the car actually tells me, "You've received a text message. Would you like me to read it?" And it will read the text message for me. Down here, there's all kinds of different things that you can have down here. The owner's manual always stays up. That you can't get rid of on this screen. But this is the internal map. This is my iPhone map. This is the navigation on the car. I tend to use it from my phone. So that's the audio. Again, I use CarPlay more than anything. It keeps track of my trips. So it shows that I just turned on the car. I haven't gone anywhere, but I turned on the car 2 minutes and 37 seconds ago. I haven't driven, but if I go back here, it'll show me where my energy went for trip 1. So I haven't reset the car since I owned it. This is my my experience with the car. I used the energy that was used. 1% was climate, 85% was driving, 8% was accessories, 6% was exterior temperature, which just means that the temperature outside affected the quality of the battery. So as you can see, I'm averaging 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. That is quite good. But I can reset this at any time. I just haven't yet. But every time you take a trip, you can see where how you're doing, how your acceleration is doing, how your deceleration is doing, and how your speed, how that's affecting the use of the battery. So to make the screen back to smaller, I just do that. I can see my tire pressure. This goes back to CarPlay if I want to go back to CarPlay. Up here, the screen, there's so many things. We could go on for an hour about everything that's on this screen. I don't think you guys want to know everything. But these are the things that are available, like allergy alert. We live in the Willamette Valley. I can see this will go. So this goes and tells me what the allergy factors are where I'm at. It also tells me weather, temperature, precipitation. Um, Again, these are the things that are available on the car, not on Apple CarPlay. So this is different than Apple CarPlay. Then here, again, this we could go on forever. This is everything that is available on the car. I'll go to the camera. This way you can see the 360-degree camera. Currently, it knows I'm parked, so it's showing me in front of my car. It's telling me my door's open, and then I can see all the way around the car up here.
Okay, can we look at the dashboard? There's an error message on the.
Oh, yeah, that just tells me the driver door is ajar.
And?
Oh, and my frunk is ajar. So, yeah, I didn't get my frunk closed completely.
There you go.
So, it actually won't let me drive with my frunk ajar. It will stop me from driving. So, and then these are the drive modes: whisper, engage, unbridled. I keep it in unbridled because I've got a lead foot. I can change the lighting in the car so that I can have the lighting. It's all LED lighting all throughout the car. I can change it to whatever color I want. I can turn on propulsion sound. I don't like it. It's trying to emulate what a gas car sounds like. If I wanted a gas car, I would have bought a gas car. I don't want to hear that. Parking. Oh, yeah. So it has this button right here is Active Park Assist. If I were in a tight parking lot, I can push this button and it turns on Active Park Assist. Then it asks me, what kind of parking are you trying to do? I tell it, I turn on the turn signal, and it will figure out where I'm at. Then I push this button again, and it just moves the car. I take my hand off the gas, and I'm done. And it parks the car. Again, hard to get used to and nerve-wracking, to be very honest.
Now, what I'd like to do is take a look. I'm looking up above me here, and I'm going to do a.
Yeah, please.
Up, and then what do we have?
It's a glass ceiling.
A glass ceiling.
The
Looking out
whole
those two cedar trees.
thing. All the way back. Yep.
All the way back to, well, there.
Yep.
And then all the way back to the front. Wow.
And that glass, so I was a little worried that in sunny days it would be too hot, but it's got a I don't know what it's called, but it like darkens up a little bit in a super sunny day. So you never get hot sun in the car.
Photo gray.
That's what it is. So I think the biggest surprise after I bought my Mustang was how fast this thing is. My grandkids actually call it turbo mode. I have my foot on the gas and I go like this and it just goes. My husband calls this car the Barbie car because our neighbor girl, she's 3, she went out the other day, a couple months ago, in her little electric Barbie car, and my husband said, her car's just like yours. So I'm going to challenge her to a race because I think I'll win. But my Barbie car is easily the favorite car that I've ever owned in my life. And I've owned Lexuses, I've owned BMWs. This car beats them all by far.
And here is your charging port.
Oh yeah, I guess that's an important part of the car. So charger port, it's a normal J1772 with the added this. If you're going to a commercial spot, you're going to need the lower half. This shows that I'm fully charged. When I plug it in, it will light up blue for whatever section it's charging. If I'm plugged in and it's not charging, this will turn orange. I thought it would be a big learning curve as far as the charge. It really hasn't been a big learning curve. It's just thrilling to just drive by the $6 per gallon gases.